Now we know, archaeologists tell me, that we know the American Indians have been in this part of the United States for at least 14,000 years. How do we know? About 35 miles northeast of here is a place called the Alabates Flint Quarry. Alabates Flint. The Indians called it rainbow flint because it had so many different colors in it. This quarry dates back 14,000 years. Now you can only find Alabates flint in the Texas Panhandle, but they have found artifacts made of this flint as far west as California, as far east as Virginia, as far north as Canada, and as far south as Brazil. So this flint was a highly prized trade item. Now the interesting thing about this is we're talking about 14,000 years ago. That's older than I am. And back in those days, these trade routes, you know, I mean, they didn't even have horses back then. Wherever they went, they walked or they ran. The elders tell me that an item could leave the East Coast and within 6 to 7 weeks be in California. My old car won't travel that fast. But these Indians would take off and run. And they'd run all day, and they'd meet someone else, pass these items on. They'd run all night, meet somebody else, pass them on. 6 to 7 weeks across the country. That's pretty good. Now, back in those days, the American Indians had to use whatever they could find. Most of their tools were, by today's standards, pretty primitive. A stick, a bone, a stone. This is a buffalo jawbone. A lot of people look at this and they say, okay, it's a jawbone. What can you do with it? This is a multi-purpose tool. That sharp point on the end, you can use that to dig in the ground. Dig up roots or to plant seeds so crops will grow. You can use it to bust open pecans, walnuts, drive stakes into the ground. You can use the teeth to scrape the bark off of tree limbs so that you can make clubs, bows, arrows. And it makes a great attitude adjuster. Great attitude adjuster. Well, you know, Samson in the Bible killed 1,000 enemy warriors with the jawbone of a donkey, right? Think of what he could have done with a buffalo. I mean, that's a lot bigger than a donkey's jawbone. Samson was in the wrong place. He should have been over here. So you see, the American Indians did not waste anything.